I feel like once you catch one fish, that kind of is a proof of concept that you probably have. Whoa! Was that a bass? That was a 10-pound fish, guys. What's up, guys? Jake Lowry here, and today we're gonna answer the age-old question: does a bigger fishing lure catch bigger fish? So the plan for today is very, very simple. I got swim baits in 4 different sizes, and we're gonna start off with the smallest size, catch a fish on that, and then we're gonna go all the way up to the biggest size swim bait that I bought and see if each time I upsize the lure, if I catch a bigger fish on it. The real reason I'm doing this challenge is because in bass fishing, smaller lures have been getting increasingly more popular, and they're actually catching giant fish on little tiny lures. But big swim baits are also one of the best ways to catch big bass. So we're gonna see if I have a small lure and that thing works to catch big fish, or if I tie on a 7-inch swim bait, does that work to catch big fish? So I'm actually very excited about testing out this challenge because a lot of times it's hard to know what size of lure to tie on. Anyways, guys, I picked up a couple lures at Academy that I'm gonna use in the exact same color and style, just different sizes. And let's take a look at those, and then we're gonna start fishing. Okay, guys, in this bag are all the lures that I picked up for this challenge today. Let's take a look at them, and I'll show you why I'm so excited to use these lures today. So first things first, picked up a scale, but I think this is gonna be a huge game changer for the fishing channel because I've never weighed my bass, so I have no clue how big my biggest bass is. And if I carry this thing around, A, it's either gonna be really, really bad luck, or B, it's gonna be a game changer. I'm gonna know the weight of my fish. So who knows, guys, maybe I could start tracking PBs and stuff like that. And then into the juice, we picked up some 6 Sense Divine swim baits in 3 different sizes, guys. So these are the lures that we're gonna be using today to test out the challenge. Let's take a look at the jig heads that I picked up to go along with these because I think they're gonna be awesome. I picked up a large size 6 Sense Divine jig head, and then I also picked up a medium size 6 Sense Divine jig head. I have a couple smaller size ones to tag along with the smaller swim baits, but I don't have those in the bag. I have them in my tackle box. The reason I picked these up is, to be honest, guys, these lures look awesome when they're rigged up. Let me get one out and show you guys just how cool they look, because I think these things just in general outside of the challenge are gonna slay bass in the summertime. Okay, guys, so there's a look at all 3 lures in all 3 different sizes. I know they're pretty similar in color and style, but I wanted to control as many variables as possible before we tried this challenge because it's very important that if we're gonna test different lures, we're gonna see if the size is the only thing that changes. Now, one last thing that we're gonna test once we catch a fish on all 3 of these lures is Big Mama. Okay, guys, there is Big Mama relative to the other swim baits. This is a 7-inch Jackal swim bait. I mean, this is the literal perfect size to be able to catch numbers on a swim bait. So guys, we have an amazing day of fishing lined up today, and we're gonna start with catching the most kind of fish. And we're gonna finish with hopefully hooking into something absolutely giant. The rod setup's gonna be quick and simple today. I have my Guggen Squad Muscle with the large swim bait tied up today, and then also the small swim bait tied up on my medium action spinning rod with a loose spinning spool. These 2 rods are gonna get us to glory today, and hopefully if I catch a fish on this big swim bait, guys, we are going to be absolutely stoked. Before we start fishing, make sure that you guys subscribe if you guys like the content. Be sure to like the video as well. It helps out a lot. The road to 10,000 subscribers, we are well on our way. It's just up to you guys to do it. So let's cut it to the fishing, but thank you guys for watching and stay tuned. Let's go out to the stump right here. See what's over there. See if there's any fish I could pull off of. Maybe a little vertical jig in action. Here we go, fish. Here we go. This looks like a great spot. Perfectly timed dog and baby. Whoa, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I hope I got that on camera. That was crazy. That was like a 4 or 5 foot long gar following my little swim bait in. That even scared me. I mean, it was terrifying looking. That thing was like 5 feet long. Imagine I just blow the challenge out, catching a freaking 4 or 5 foot long gar on like a 2-inch long little swim bait. I mean, that would be mind blowing. Okay, let's see what's going on at this dock. What? Yeah, I'm not getting out. Do you own the water?
Yes, sir.
You do? Where the what starts? Okay, I'll get off the, I don't think that's true, right? I don't know if that's true, guys. Because you don't own the water in Texas, do you? She's right. You do own the lake, huh? So where does the side end? There's that fence right there, so I'm good to stay on this side of the fence, but I did not know that. Because usually, like, you don't own the body of water, you just own the land around the body of water, but I guess that's not the case here. So there's that fence there with a sign, so I'm gonna assume so long as I stay on the other side of this fence, I'm good. Definitely makes the challenge a little more harder. But now I'm in the shade, guys, and I think that's gonna help out quite a bit for fishing. But a lot of times landowners, I feel like, do try and, you know, get away with things. Referencing like the corner crossing event in Wyoming. Yep, fish finally. Oh my gosh, guys, that is so hilarious. What are the odds of that? I spent 4 hours trying to catch a fish, a crappie, last week for a catch and cook, and now when I'm not trying to eat them, I catch a freaking slab of a crappie. Okay, let's get a weight on this guy, and we'll get him released, but that is the first lure knocked out. Oh my gosh, guys, this thing is awesome. There we go. That is an 11-ounce crappie right there. First swim bait, we caught an 11-ounce fish. We'll see if we could top that with the swim bait that's slightly bigger and see if we can't just go up from there. But anyways, guys, that is a meaty crappie, and I bet you he would taste delicious. But I'm gonna get this guy released, and let's get on a different size lure and continue the fishing challenge. But 11 ounces, guys, pretty good so far. That's a good start to the challenge, and a bigger fish than I was honestly expecting to catch on this lure. But man, maybe these 6 cents little swim baits are kind of the ticket for what we should be using for these crappies. All right, guys, we're back in action. We got the medium lure tied on. We're gonna see if we can't catch another fish. That was a very nice crappie, but we gotta see if we can't catch a bigger one. Would be funny if I caught a smaller one, but I don't think I'm going to. I think it'll be pretty hard to decrease in size after that crappie because they have relatively big mouths for the size of fish they are. That's a big fish, guys. That's a big bass. What the heck was that? That was crazy. That was the strangest bite I've ever had. And it's another crappie. Are you kidding me? I don't know if this one's bigger. The other one was 11 ounces. Oh my gosh, guys. Are you kidding me? That was the strangest freaking bite. It like felt like it was a giant fish. But look at that, guys. Almost the same exact size crappie. I actually think it's a little smaller. If I had to guess immediately, this thing's gonna be 10 ounces. Come on. Wow, you guys see that? So far, 12 ounces on this crappie. Bigger bait, bigger fish so far, guys. 2 baits, one bigger than the other. 2 fish, one bigger than the other. So I think you can start to come with a conclusion. Now, the only way to fully test this hypothesis is to see if we can't get another one on that third largest fish or third largest bait. And then we're gonna toss around the big swim bait for a while and see if we can't catch a final fish on that bait to see if we can make the conclusion or not. Because we're very scientific here on the Jake Lowry channel. That was a bite. I have one. What do I have? It's running literally right at me. No way. No way, guys. Okay, doesn't count as a land. That was a bass, but 100% smaller than any of the fish I've had today. That was like an 8-inch bass. Come on. That's a bigger fish. That's a better fish. That's a nice bass. Nice. Feels like a nice bass. Sit down. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, guys. Oh, is it over 11 ounces, though? Is it over 11 ounces, though? We will see. Oh, my gosh, guys. Nice little bass. I mean, it's not huge, but fishing is turning on this side of the lake. Come on. Okay, got him on the scale. Oh, my gosh, guys. You see that? 12 ounces exactly. Oh, 13. It went up to 13. What are the odds of that? The first fish I catch is 11 ounces. You go up one. The next fish is 12 ounces. And then you go up another one. And the next fish is 13 ounces. That is absolutely crazy. But anyways, let's get this guy released. And there's only one more lure to test out now. And that is actually the big bass swim bait that we've all kind of been waiting for to use. And I've kind of been waiting for to use in this pond because, guys, there are big fish in this pond. There it is, guys, right there. I think this is the Jackal Bounty. Oh, I miss throwing big swim baits off the kayak anyways, guys. It is one of the most fun ways to fish. No way, no way, no way on the first cast, on the first cast. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit, my reel's falling off. Oh my gosh, it's not even that, oh my gosh. Let's go, guys, don't get a big hook in my leg. Don't get a big hook in my leg. Guys, this is my first swim bait fish. Oh, I'm shaking. Oh, I'm shaking. It's not even that big. But what the heck? On the first cast with the swim bait. Holy cow, I was expecting much bigger fish. But what the heck? And this is by far the biggest fish of the day. Let's get this guy weighed. And that wraps up the challenge. 100%. Okay, come on. Not even a 2-pounder, guys. Ate a 7-inch swim bait. That's probably one of the craziest bass fishing things that I've ever had happen. But right away, guys, that is a nice bass. But let's get this guy released. Let's get the scale off. And I think that concludes the challenge, guys. We'll talk about it at the end of the video and what the results were. But, I mean, that's pretty crazy, guys, to think that I caught my swim bait fish on the first cast I used it. But you know what that means, guys. We are going to keep throwing this thing because that means I'm going to get another bite. I mean, it has to, right? Or was that just the luckiest thing of all time? I feel like once you catch one fish, that kind of is a proof of concept that you probably have. Whoa! What the hell was that? Was that a bass? That was a 10-pound fish, guys. That was a 10-pound fish. I mean, if I was a big fish, I would be near all this brush, right? Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Fish. 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 Another fish on the swim bait, guys. This is bigger. What the heck is going on? What is going on? Okay, it's not that big. Let's weigh them. I did not think I would catch this many small fish on this. I thought, you know, if you hook a fish, it's got to be a giant. But, okay. Okay, guys, this one's definitely skinnier. Let's see if he pushes the next one. Guys, what is going on? Okay, this one's half the size of the one I caught. Under a pound fish, but still second fish, biggest fish of the day. I mean, he's very skinny. But on the 7-inch swim bait, I'm catching under a pound fish. These bass are just absolutely crazy. I mean, who would expect that? To catch a fish that small on a 7-inch swim bait. This Jackal swim bait, man. 10 out of 10 would recommend. All right, guys, that is going to wrap up the video. We had an amazing morning of bass fishing. We proved that the bigger fishing lure you use, the bigger fish you're gonna catch. I mean, we proved by the narrowest of margins. We fished the small one, caught a fish that was 11 ounces. We fished the middle one, caught a fish that was 12 ounces, and then we fished the biggest one and caught a fish that was 13 ounces. What are the odds of that? And then after that, to top it off, we caught our first swim bait fish of the whole year and of my whole life. So that is freaking amazing, guys. But anyways, I had a lot of fun actually filming this video, and I was surprised by the results. I thought it was gonna be completely random, but the fact that they lined up so perfectly just blew me away. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you think the bigger the bait, the bigger the fish. I know obviously the extreme fishing that small 2-inch bait compared to that big 7-inch bait is gonna be a big difference, but I was surprised about the incremental changes. So if you guys like this video, make sure that you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you guys next time.